Good day, good day, good day, good day, everybody. We are so excited that you guys continue to be with us. You give your time to us because time is very precious. I normally tell people that what counts is time. It's not the money, but the time. The time is the most important thing. If you don't understand that, you are still lost, I'm telling you. Now, I know very well for you to take time to listen to us, it's a precious time. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe from TBR Solution Sports Program. And then I'm joined by Last Born, Tshepang Kgole, and then we are doing the second part of the show. Last Born, welcome to the show.
Yes, good morning, good afternoon to the viewers out there. Yeah, it's part two of the show. A lot of exciting news that we need to unpack. Hope everyone enjoys the show. Thank you very much.
Lot of news, lot of news. I'll give the news, and then I'll allow you to give your analysis while I've given the news. But in the meantime, I just want to remind people out there to say, remember, I said on Tuesday, the 12th at 2 o'clock, we are hosting GPF, the Government Employee Pension Fund. People have questions, people want to understand how do they operate. And I need to go live at 6 p.m. the very same day, the 12th. Now, I'm sure you may even forget that it's live. I've already received questions. The questions have already been shared with GPF because the idea is not to, to catch them by surprise. The idea is to get answers. So we don't want to expose anyone. We want to get answers. Remember, we are a very educational program. That's all what we do. Now, let me give you an advice, a tip. If you really, really want to make sure that you don't miss that, just subscribe. Because when you subscribe, you'll get a note on your phone once the show goes live. Then, let's say, even if you have forgotten, then you'll get a notice that says the show is live. So that's it. But don't worry, if you miss it, you can still always go to our YouTube channel and watch that show. Bafanas, we are back again. A lot of news, let me start here. Remember, I started with news pertaining to finance. This is what we are, the big R. The big R stands for all the positive R words, one of them being relationship, one of them being realistic, reflect, review, results, responsibility, resilience, you name them. So that's all we all about. Now, I saw an article on Daily Sun saying this is not a good news per se, and it's not something to be celebrated. I'm just sharing the news and ask you to learn from it. They say Mr. Shakes Mashaba in 2016, he bought a Mercedes-Benz machine, and because of non-payment, it was finally repossessed, and then it was auctioned. I think the fallout or the difference was about 20,000, and then he could not pay that 20,000, and it escalated. They said to date, the debt is 1.2 million. It's a staggering amount, So I don't know how true is that. If that is true, it's a little bit worrying factor, all right? And it might not be any unique situation. It happens. So that is why we educate about finance. We learn every day. These things happen. All of us go through those things. I'm from there myself, deep, and especially after COVID, the majority of us had it tough. It's still tough, and then but we soldier on. Those are the news that I wanted to share. Last one, as Piwe Chabalala and Dr. Kumalo, they say it would be nice for Kaizer Chiefs to acquire the service of Benny McCarthy. They said Benny McCarthy is a new coach with new ideas, And then they are comparing Benny McCarthy to Rulani Mukwena and say, look at what Rulani is doing at Mamelodi Sundowns. These are young coaches with new ideas. That's what we need. I don't know. But me, I'm asking myself, what's wrong with Arthur Zwane? If you ask me, I would say, let Arthur Zwane take over if Chief doesn't continue with Stuart Baxter. But looking at the logs, Stuart Baxter is not doing bad, except what is happening now. When I'm saying he's not doing bad, I'm not talking about the football. I'm talking about facts that he's at number 3, all right? He's at number 3. So that on its own says something, all right? And he's got games in hand. I'm not saying he's the best coach, he's doing well. Chiefs is playing a good football. But what is really worrying, Stuart was asked about Mshini. We know the last game Mshini was introduced. Mshini was the only player who came close to scoring. He was the only player who was threatening. And then I found the answer of Stuart Baxter a little bit worrying. He was saying, they haven't found the right position for Mshini, whether he plays as a striker or number 10 or wing. I don't know. That's how Stuart Baxter interpreted. And then he saw the game. So Tshepang, I also wanted to comment about that. What's your take? I know a lot of people have been asking, when is Mshini gonna play? When is Mshini gonna play? We don't know. The coach knows better. Remember, some of us are not qualified, And then one of the questions that I asked the coach that Kaizer Chiefs, looking where they are, it should play psychologically to the players that they are doing well. They were supposed to keep that momentum in terms of the coach, technical staff, and the players. Then he said, playing for Kaizer Chiefs, that's Stuart Baxter. It's like playing for England. So I see in the media, they were saying he's comparing Chiefs with English squad. I don't know. So I don't know what does that mean. Are they saying English squad is the best than Kaizer Chiefs, or Kaizer Chiefs cannot be compared to English squad? The next question is, what did the English squad win in their history? If you say they cannot be, I'm not saying they should be compared, but that's what I'm giving. Zungu, who played for Mamelodi Sundowns, who it is alleged may join Kaizer Chiefs, he says he doesn't enjoy watching PSL. He doesn't watch it at all, except watching Mamelodi Sundowns. He says Mamelodi Sundowns is the only team that plays an exciting football as compared to the rest. So I don't know. So Tshepang, I want you to have comments on those issues. We have seen that Matibe has rejoined Kaizer Chiefs as the goalkeeper coach, and then Vina Maposa interviewed him. He's excited, and then you could hear as Vina was speaking that he's also motivated and excited that he's gonna add value. And then the fans are now allowed to come back, but this is it. If you are not vaccinated, you'll be vaccinated at the stadium on the spot on the match day. So you need to take that into consideration. Then Sizwe Njangase, who's the manager for Sfiso Ntlanti, he says, remember Sfiso Ntlanti plays for Kaizer Chiefs, and then he's struggling with injury. He said the young man seems to be struggling with a tender Achilles. He may not play for this season. So in other words, that means things are still getting tougher for Kaizer Chiefs. Shaulile, man of the month, he's already leading 17 goals. He's doing well, but there's some people already now comparing him with Benzema and Ronaldo. I don't know whether that comparison is fair, but look at it. And then the other news, we hear that Benny McCarthy may join SuperSport United to replace Caetano Tembo. So those are the news. The other news that I want to share, Wayne Rooney, apparently, when he was asked what should happen at Man United, said, no, probably it was a wrong move for them to buy Ronaldo. They must overcome the era of Ronaldo. Instead, they must focus on rebuilding the team. And then, but Ronaldo apparently didn't take it well. He responded on his social media by showing the eyes, the eyes, and say jealousy. I don't know. All along, we thought the two have been friends. But what I know with Rooney has always been upfront to say, look, I'm a friend with Cristiano Ronaldo, but when it comes to Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, Messi's the best. So I don't know. And this time, because I listened this to ESPN, this time, apparently he was not taking any jab at Ronaldo. He was looking at the entire team and what should be fixed. And then, I don't know. Yeah, we know that Xavi, apparently, he says they rather buy Mbappe than Haaland. I don't know what Tshepang wants to take, but if you ask me, Mbappe would be a best choice than Haaland. Mbappe is a very talented young man. You look at his tripping, and then he's always going for the goals, and he's shooting, and he's getting better and better. So imagine him playing with Pedri. Imagine him playing with Gavi, all right? And then that means, but I think that will mean that the door for Messi will be closed now completely, because Messi and Mbappe seems not to be complementing each other. I don't think, if I look very closely, I don't think Mbappe does it deliberately. I think that is his style of play. He wants to score, but guess what? The last game that they played, Lionel Messi did well. And then Mbappe passed him. Messi scored the trademark Messi goal. And then, yeah. So I don't know, Tshepang, those are the news that I want to show you. And Ronaldo apparently is back for the Everton game. Remember, he was a bit sick not long ago. So apparently he will be back for the game of what you call Everton. So those are the news. But I just want to share something a little bit with you. So before I let you, comment on what I said as far as football is concerned, I want to share the last game. The last game Messi played. As people continue to say, no, Messi's off form. He's not Messi anymore. Of which I don't buy it. I still say I don't buy it. And then let me see quickly what's happening then. I want to show you the contribution of Messi in that game, although they were not passing him the ball. And then since they were not passing him the ball, I don't know what Messi could have done. What he could have done, because he tried his best. Now, let's see. I just want to share with you. Now, let's see quickly. Now, the last game that he played, I don't know whether can you see this one?
Yes, you can see it.
And guess what? As I say, they were not passing him. All right, but this is the contribution that he made. Not many people, and people keep on saying, no, Messi, he's off form, Unfortunately, Messi is compared with Messi, that's all. He scored 1 goal. He made 3 key passes. Most chances created 3 in 1 game. He made 6 dribbles, and then he won 12 duels, and the most match rating was 9. Yes, Mbappe, I think, was the man of the match in that game. But Lionel Messi is a GOAT as far as I'm concerned. So that's what I wanted to share. And then the other thing that I would love to share quickly before I let you continue, Tshepang, I wanted to show you the excellent start of Xavi, all right? What Xavi has done so far as the league is concerned or his coaching. Can you see this?
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah. This is what Xavi has done thus far. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 unbeaten games. And look at the goals. Look at the goals. And look at the goals conceded. Do you understand? I understand he asked the players one question to say, guys, do you really want to run? He asked them two questions. Do you really want to run for this team? That was one question when he started. The second question, he said, guys, are you prepared to come in the 92nd minute without complaining? So those are the news that I wanted to share with you, Last Born. Last Born, take over. I've given you all the news. I remember, I hope you still remember everything. So comment about all of them. And then today, Tshepang, the biggest news that we are going to discuss is Liverpool and Man City. What a game. It's the game of the weekend. So, Tshepang, Last Born, coming?
Yes, no, I mean, I'll just be brief regarding what information was shared, you know. When it comes to the Barcelona
Sorry
issue,
about that, Tshepang. If you can touch on all of them, if it's possible, in brief, but whichever that you feel comfortable. And I'll also love our viewers to comment. All right.
yes, yeah, when it comes to the Barcelona issue, you know, with Xavi has done a great job with that team. You know, they are coming along, they're doing well. And I mean, look at the position that they're in right now. They are second on the log right now. You know, who would have thought that they would push all the way, and they're just 10 points behind Real Madrid now. So Real Madrid, we could say that, yeah, they have a bit of pressure with them, but yeah, at least Barcelona is knocking. You know, it's knocking. Barcelona is really knocking on the door. But yeah, that's what's happening. Xavi's doing a good job, and I'm proud of what he's doing. And then when it comes to Rooney and Cristiano Ronaldo, yeah, I fully agree with what Rooney said as well, because I don't know, maybe for Ronaldo to join Man United, you know, it was that thing of they probably needed a leader, someone who poses a threat in the league, you know, and who better than Cristiano Ronaldo, knowing that guaranteed you are going to get a lot of goals from him. But yeah, but it comes back to this point of maybe it was not a good decision. Man United has let a lot of players slip, you know, the likes of Harry Kane. I don't know why don't they actually make a huge bid for him, you know, because they have the money. I don't know why are they scared to commit on a young striker as well. So that also raises a lot of eyebrows, you know. But yeah, but I fully agree with what Wayne Rooney said. It's not about hate or anything, but we're talking business now. This is the business side of things, you know, and it's nothing personal. But he was just being realistic, you know, and yeah, he's actually I second him regarding that matter as well, you know, and yeah, I fully support what he's saying. And then with Bongani Zungu as well, for him saying he doesn't um, entertain South African football anymore, but just watches Mamelodi Sundowns, I fully agree with him also in that statement. Our league is not on standard this season, to be honest. I mean, if we could actually see what Mamelodi Sundowns is doing to all of these clubs is actually phenomenal. They are the only team that are actually making the league interesting because we actually enjoy watching them play. You know, the dominance that they have within the league is actually great. I mean, I saw an interview of Masibuseni Zongo saying as well that what we're watching now in the PSL is a joke. You know, the only team that's doing good is Mamelodi Sundowns. You only enjoy watching Mamelodi Sundowns, you know. But the other teams, they are not doing a good job, especially the two biggest teams in the country, which is Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates. They're actually not performing or living up to their name. So I kind of agree with that statement. And Charlie as well saying that the league is wrapped up. He came here also to Mamelodi Sundowns to win trophies, and which is true. There isn't any other team right now that you could say that you want to win trophies with besides Mamelodi Sundowns. He was actually being honest. It's not a matter of being or having an ego or being overconfident, but it's just being realistic, and he's got facts to back him up. So even by him saying that there are players missing in that national team, he was quite honest saying that, that half majority of the Mamelodi Sundowns players should be in that national team. To be honest, as long as you are a South African citizen, I think you truly deserve to be in the national team because all of those players are doing well at Mamelodi Sundowns. It's by it's by me coming back to the point in 2010 when we saw what Barcelona was doing, the dominance that they had, that whole squad, the squad that Pep Guardiola had, majority of that team was in the Spanish national team. 10 players, if I'm correct, 7 to 8 players of that Barcelona squad were in the starting lineup in the Spanish national team, and that says a lot because these are on form players. You cannot bench or deny such players a national call up. And look what happened. They managed to win the World Cup in 2010. So also that I fully agree and I fully back Andile Charlie within that statement. So yeah, this is what's happening. These are the three actually key points I wanted to touch on, you know. So yeah, I'll take it back to you, Mr. Shabalala. But we know that we've got a big game tomorrow. It's a Super Sunday. Man City and Liverpool. This is a big one, But Jurgen Klopp did say that it doesn't mean whoever wins that game is already going to win the league,
Mm,
which is
mm,
true. There's a
mm,
lot of big games coming ahead. I mean, Liverpool
mm,
still needs to play against Man United as well. So we don't know how that will unfold as well.
mm,
Yeah, so it's just a give and take. But it is a big one,
mm,
it's a
mm,
big one. But it could
mm,
actually set the pace and make the chances of the team that's going to win tomorrow a bit easier, just a bit
mm,
of relief within
mm.
the title race. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the game as well.
I thought you'd also touch on what Shaba and Kumalo are saying about Benny McCarthy to come to Chiefs. I don't agree. I say Arthur should be allowed to take over. And then what's your take about the news that Benny might go to Supersport United? I just want to hear your views as far as those are concerned. So, yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to that, yeah, maybe okay for Benny McCarthy to replace Caetano Tembo. I think Coach Tembo has run his course. He's been there for long. He had time, to be honest. He had time. Yeah, I think they won one trophy. Is it one or two? But I think it's one. Be under his name. The Nedbank Cup, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because it seems like they are the specialists when it comes to that cup. But other than that, I haven't seen any improvement within the team over the past couple of years. So yeah, I think his time, he has run his course, to be honest. For Coach Benny to go there, I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel it's the right team for him, but maybe he can bring change within the team. But for him as well to go to Kaizer Chiefs, when Coach Benny is a different kind of breed. I think he can gel in within any team. For him to gel in at Amazulu and have the impact that he had over the past couple of years with that small team is actually incredible. So I don't think he would struggle managing Kaizer Chiefs, but I also feel like Arthur Zwane should actually take over within the team. I think he should be given that chance. But it would be also a good thing if Benny McCarthy would coach the team as well. So I'm a bit two-sided regarding that matter. But my first preference, I'd put Arthur forward. I'll put Arthur first. But if it doesn't work out, if the team sees otherwise, then maybe Benny McCarthy. I also wouldn't give him the cold shoulder, but I'll give it a nod because I know that he would bring in something different within the team as well.
What about the people who are saying, let Benny go to Orlando Pirates? He played for Pirates, of course. And then what are you saying to Falu and Ngazi, whom I don't think are doing bad? They're in the CAF, they are going to the knockout stage, and then they're still in the mix in terms of the league. So what's your take? If you ask me, if you ask me if there's any team that Benny can go to, it's Pirates. Tshepang?
Yes. Yeah, for him, good. It's also as well would be a huge boost for Orlando Pirates. Maybe based on their style of play as well, because Orlando Pirates plays different kind of football, and I think maybe it could work in his favor as well. The culture that has been set there, he has played there before, so he knows what type of football they play and the culture that they possess as well. But I think it's a matter of preference. If people think that Ngaz and Fatlu should leave the club and Benny should come in, then I think that's that. But it's up to the team and the chairman to decide in that matter. So for me, saying it's a matter of preference. I mean, if Pep Guardiola would resign by Manchester City, I think any big team would want to sign him because it's a matter of preference. Or okay, Pep Guardiola is available right now, so we need to get him. So teams would want to chase his signature, because he's available. So this is what's happening with Benny. So that's why people will start reevaluating their teams, seeing where their teams are on the table, and start thinking, no, okay, I think we need to make changes. Benny McCarthy is available. Let's sign Benny McCarthy. So I think this is what's happening. It's a matter of preference and people's opinion.
Now, as I said to you, maybe it would be nice for Benny to go to Pirates, but that's my opinion. Remember, I may be wrong. And then you out there as a fan, remember, guys, I know that some of you are very intelligent. Some of you understand football very well, better than us. What's your opinion? Should Benny go to Pirates or should he go to Kaizer Chiefs? Or should others want to continue? You've heard our views, myself and Last Born. We both prefer that, rather than Benny going to either Chiefs or Pirates, why not can't he go to a team like, rather than him going to Kaizer Chiefs, why can't he go to Orlando Pirates? So, yeah, so those are our views. So I don't know what are your views. Last one.
Yes.
It's happening tomorrow, a big one, in English Premier League. The game between Manchester City and also Liverpool. So what's your take? Let me start with you this time.
Yes, it's a Super Sunday tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, I think I've said a piece about that game tomorrow. But also there was an interesting interview of your intro this week saying that he highly rates Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is the best coach in the world, you know. Despite them not winning the Champions League, he doesn't define him and highly regard him regarding that trophy because what he has done in football over the past couple of years is really incredible. You know, his style of play, he enjoys Pep Guardiola's style of play. You know, so he rates him very, very, very highly. You know, saying that he is the best coach in the world. So it won't be an easy one. It won't be an easy one on Sunday, but he knows that Pep Guardiola is going to bring in his A game on Sunday. So for coach to have so much respect of another coach, you know, that truly says a lot, you know, of the standard that Pep Guardiola has actually put in place, you know, within the team and his name as a whole. So
Mm,
yeah, I'm
mm,
looking forward to that game. The game is
mm,
more of like a derby tomorrow because we all know what's at stake.
mm. Now, I've just shared the log. I wanted to understand from you. Do you think
Yes.
the winner between the two, would have closed the chapter, would have now put the final nail in the coffin? The league is gone for the loser tomorrow. If you look at the log,
I think if Manchester City will win tomorrow, the league will be gone because Liverpool have quite tricky fixtures coming up, and um, I think it will be quite harder for them to actually win all of those games. To be honest, if Man City would win tomorrow, because they'll be 4 points ahead, and the pressure will be not just on City but on Liverpool as well. But Liverpool have very, very tough fixtures coming up, you know. So, but if Liverpool wins, uh, it'll be matter. It'll also be a matter of them trying to sustain that lead, you know. But I see them slipping up. It's a tight race, you know, and a tight call as well. But I don't see Man City slipping up. They're a team whereby you know once they're on the train and once they have the momentum that they have, they pose a threat. It's hard to beat a team like that, you know. Even the depth that they have. So yeah, it's a tough fixture to be honest. But that's just my opinion. If Man City wins tomorrow, I think the league will be gone because I don't see them losing any of those games that are coming right up. But I see Liverpool losing a game or two, or maybe draw one game, you know, in the next coming fixtures, which might actually disturb the league chances.
the late Tshepang Manyapelo would say, football does not have therefore. Never conclude, never conclude. Never sing, never, count your eggs before the hatches. Now, let's look at the teams themselves. You know what I love about Liverpool? Liverpool, they don't just buy. You know, Liverpool, they just buy players that you don't even know, you know. They burst into stage once they're at Liverpool. You think of Mo Salah, Mane, you name them, Luis Suarez, Fernando Torres, and so on. There's a young Brazilian who has just joined them. Gee, what a gem, that young man. You know, you have that young man having the momentum, not only him only having the momentum, you also have Salah, you also have Mane in the middle of the park. For me, Liverpool has picked up the form at the right time. I don't know. That's what I'm looking as far as Liverpool is concerned. I don't know. What's your opinion? If you look at the squad yourself, before we talk Man City.
Um, yeah, you know the squad. The squad is giving us chest pains, to be honest. But I don't know. You know, the whole season we've been coming up with excuses, you know, um, trying to figure out what 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 may be the problem. But I think with all points that we've raised since the beginning of the season, those are the problems. But now I find it unlikely for them to finish in the top four, you know. Although the points are tight, I mean, if they win a game by a good score, they might jump up to top four, depending on what happens within Tottenham, Arsenal, and West Ham, you know. But it's actually a battle of a top four position
No,
because
no,
anything can happen.
maybe I missaid something. I wanted to say
Okay.
Liverpool. I was
Oh,
not
okay.
referring to Man United. You are looking at
Oh no,
Liverpool.
I
You
heard
were
you
looking
saying.
at Liverpool and Man City. Sorry about that. Maybe,
Oh,
maybe,
okay.
yeah.
No, I heard you saying your team. So I thought you
Oh,
said
okay. No,
Manchester
I'm
United.
referring to Liverpool.
Yes, yes,
I'm saying if you look at the squad, the
yes, yes.
players that they have assembled, that young Brazilian, what's his name again? I love the boy.
Luis Diaz.
Luis Diaz. I love the boy. And then the momentum that they've just gained, at the later stage, for me, that's what makes the difference. So I don't know. I wanted you to comment about that.
Yes, no. We know that Johan Klopp signings are always special. I mean, even this week they've signed a 17-year-old Brazilian. You know, one of the stars. You know, a lot of clubs were fighting for his signature, but Liverpool managed to capture him. You know, he's got a good eye when it comes to signing, and he brings out the most and the best of a player. You know, I mean, look at what Luis Diaz is doing. Luis Diaz is doing right now. It's a player which was unknown. You know, a player which was unknown. We've seen him, yes, play, but we never thought that he would have the impact that he's having right now within the league. So now Liverpool also have a good squad depth. You know, the depth is and a strong one as well. I mean, all positions are filled with phenomenal players. Look at their captain, even Jordan Henderson is struggling to even make it in the starting 11 right now due to the position that he's playing, the quality that's been there at the moment, you know. But this is the depth that we're talking about, that whichever player starts or is playing within that team, you already know that he's going to deliver.
Yeah, that's a Liverpool for you. But now let's look at Man City. You know what I love about Pep. I say Pep is the only coach, as far as I'm concerned, who can rest and bring new players without no effect. This thing of rotation for Pep, it's working. Other people who are doing well here at home, it's Mamelodi Sundowns. Other teams, when they try to rotate, it becomes a problem. But it looks like Xavi is getting it right. He's one of the coaches who knows if he substitute or rotate, it will never affect him. So never write off Man City. They have stars up front there. And if you look at the goal difference, Man City is a little bit stingy compared to Liverpool. Because if they can tie on points, the goal difference will count. Okay? So we know that Sterling can score. We know that Jesus can score. The boy that I love most, Foden. I love that boy. Foden. I love that boy just like I love Pedri. The future looks good. There's Pedri, there's Foden, there's Kelly Mbappe. I haven't seen Haaland much. But you know what, Diaz, it looks like the future is bright. Remember, they still Ansu Fati. I hope Barcelona don't rush him. I want him to recover quickly, recover well. So if you look at that, at Man City, you have Kevin De Bruyne, the evergreen Kevin De Bruyne. You have Gundogan. Sometimes he's on the bench, but when he's coming in, you see what he does, the changes that he brings. Mahrez with his left foot, you know, and those are some of the things that I say, hey, they're a little bit worrying. So what's your take? I want to comment.
Yeah, man. Man City, yeah, we'll know when it comes to those individuals that you have named right now. We already know what to expect from them. You know, that system that they've put in place, the system that Pep Guardiola has put in place. You know, I think works for each and every player right now. Every player understands and gets it right now. I mean, Phil Foden as well. You know, the youngster is doing well. Mahrez is doing well. Our African player, you know, he's doing well. Um, the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, you know, the engine of the team. Even the backline is solid. So even the bench as well, you know, the depth that they have also within the team, it's actually phenomenal. So um, I think Pep's players know and get the system. I think they know what they have to do each and every game. So it's just a matter of how they apply it within the game, and um um uh, 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 it comes to results, how they deliver on the day. Look at Raheem Sterling. He was off form a couple of months ago, struggling to get in the team. But I don't know what happened, but the shift just happened that he's the go-to man guy again. One of the top goal scorers within the club as well, even this season. So it, it says a lot, you know. It says a lot about the team. It really says a lot about the team. So yeah, these two squads, it's very hard to separate them, to be honest.
All right, there's quite a lot happening. When you talk about the defense, don't forget that what you call the team. What team is this? Liverpool. They still have one of the best defenders in Van Dijk at the back. And what I like about Van Dijk, you know, he's a very intelligent player. He reminds me of a player who once played for Orlando Pirates. They called him Stuart Lilly. Very brilliant player. You know, using brains, not rough tackle, but always, you know, always doing the best he can to get my point. So,
Yes, yes.
So those are some of the things that I'm looking at and say, when you talk about, defense, you remind me of that guy. But let's move on. Let's move on to the Messi special now. That's one part I love most, the Messi special. You may ask, why do I do this? I still say, this guy should be honored while still playing. And then so that when he retires, he hangs up his boots and then people don't talk so many things. And then we want to be part of the history that we pay tribute to the man, because I still believe he's the best on the planet. So although there are some people believe that, Messi, all kind of things, but for me, Messi is the best. So yeah, before I go any further, I don't know what's your take, Tshepang, on what I've just said, before I share with you the issue on the Messi special. Yeah. So let me check something quickly for you on the Messi special. I want you to check this now. Not long, he has just been chosen as the greatest football of all time by the World Football Historic Center. How about that? Now look at the people that he leads. He's number one, followed by Pele, followed by Diego Maradona, and then followed by Cristiano Ronaldo, Johan Cruyff, Franz Beckenbauer, Alfredo Di Stefano, Michel Platini, Ferenc Puskas, and Zinedine Zidane. And not only that, he's the greatest player by skill, the well-blessed player by era, the highest potential players ever, the most complete player ever, highest peak performance, consistent performance. Now people continue, Messi is not running, it's not. But look what he adds in the game of football. I don't falter these people when he has been chosen, even ahead of Pele. Tshepang, what's your take?
Yeah, for him to achieve this award, we always knew, well, we know that he's the greatest player of all time, a very unique, special player. That's not even debatable. I mean, for him to achieve this award, it was bound to happen. We all know that, you know. Um, it's a given fact that he's a different kind of breed. He's not a normal player, we could say. So congratulations to him, well deserved. It was bound to happen. I'm glad that people have recognized him in that way.
He's the best. He's the best last born. I still want to share something pertaining to Lionel Messi as one of the best players of our time. And I agree with the people who are saying Lionel Messi is the best. I want to share something with you again, which I want to show that this guy, I want to show his humility. All right. That's Lionel Messi for me. And then, well, whether you like him or not, this is the man. Did I show his contribution for Argentina? Did I show that?
Yes.
All right. And then I want to show how humble his Lionel Messi is. And then, yeah, so firstly, this is what I would share. Now, he says, this is Lionel Messi for you. I don't consider myself the greatest player in Barcelona's history because I know it's Ronaldinho. I still remember that he was the one who assisted my first ever goal. He wasn't simply passing the ball. He was passing the torch to me. He was dedicating 42nd birthday to Dino. Did you get that?
Yeah, I see the statement, yes.
Yeah, and then have you ever seen Ronaldo congratulating anyone?
No.
If you have, please share with me. I have nothing against Ronaldo, but share with me. I would be happy if you share with me. This is not for the first time. Now, you have Kalunga Kante. This is what he says. For me, the most intelligent player on planet is Lionel Messi. He walks. All right? Whatever that people are talking about, he walks. He runs. He dribbles. He scores. He assists. He does it all. He also wins a lot of Ballon d'Or awards. So what? So what I'm saying is true. I watch him. I still fail to understand him, how good he is. Last born.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you. I saw who's this guy? Oh yeah, it was Pep actually this week. So I saw a mini clip of him. He was saying that for the first 5-10 minutes, Lionel Messi doesn't want the ball in front of him, you know. So they showed a video clip of him moving, him looking around, you know, within the field, just walking, you know. But the game is on, so he was saying that, watch how he looks. Look how he turned his head to the left. Look how he turned his head to the right. Look how he's monitoring his surroundings. Look how he's actually reading the game. He actually doesn't want the ball, but he's actually reading the game, you know, for the first 5-10 minutes. So they were showing him actually in a game, Messi in a game, showing what he's actually doing and what's Pep actually, what does actually Pep mean by all what he's saying, you know. So only a few can get it if they actually know what type of a player this man is. You know, he's very special. You know, not anyone can do what he does, but he's a very, very, very special player.
Now, while you're still there, I'm sure you've seen it. He's at PSG now. I saw one-on-one. You know, he was going out for the ball. They caught him. I said, Messi's speed is gone. You know what he does now? To show that he reads the game. You know, his father once said, and then Messi was by then was speedy. His father said, let me tell you, the older he becomes, he's going to play deep from the middle. All right? And that's what we see. He reads the game. He's playing deep in the middle. That's what he's doing at PSG. He doesn't go for the goals now. He goes and collects. All right? Now, somebody made this analysis. He said, guys, you underestimate this guy. This guy is so genius. He said he learned from Ronaldinho. He learned from Dino, practice what Dino does, and does it perfect. He learned from, what's his name? Thierry Henry. Practice what Thierry Henry does, he does it best. He learned from Ibrahimovic. Learns what he's doing, he does it well. He learns from David Villa. You know, David Villa, when he scores the ball, he will kick like this. It will go like this. And then he does it best. And then, you know, this guy was saying, guys, you haven't seen how genius this guy. He said he also learned how Xavi do the passing. He also learned how Busquets does his passing. He also learned how Iniesta does his holding of the ball. He said, these guys combine all those people together. Now, in other words, I'm attesting to what Xavi say. I mean, Pep Guardiola is saying that this guy can read the game very well. And Pep Guardiola normally says, I don't tell Messi anything. If there's any player that I don't tell anything, it's Messi. The rest I'll tell. But Messi, I leave him. He said, if you want to see the best of Messi, just keep quiet, watch him. Don't tell him anything. I'm telling you, that guy, if there's peace, you know, in his environment, he'll mess you up. He'll mess you up. That's Lionel Messi for you. Let me share this one. This one, very interesting. I like this guy, although I share it on the Messi special, but I love this guy. N'Golo Conte. You know what? It's not N'Golo Conte who's humble. I like these African players. You know, Mane, Didier Drogba, what is his name again? George Weah. You know, as much as they're making money, but they think where they're coming from. He says we are lucky to play football and earning a good money. There are people who work harder and get paid less. That's why I give everything on the football pitch. What's your take about this statement, Last Born?
Yeah, you know that a lot of these players, give it their all, on the football pitch, what money does, and what also Didier Drogba, did for his country, building a hospital for his country, Samuel Eto'o as well, Michael Essien, I remember also, kind of doing the same thing. Mario Balotelli was even saying that while it was this season, he was saying that if African players could come together and we could actually invest in Africa, and just use the money that they have and invest in Africa and improve Africa. I think Africa would be one of the we'll call them one of the best continents in the world. If the players could actually just put the money aside but invest back into Africa. So yeah, man, there's a lot of them who actually still have that heart, who wants to give back and better the African continent.
What about Pizzo? Pizzo has that vision of contributing, and he has already started. That is why he's recruiting South African coaches, giving them exposure. I know one of his vision is to start his own academy. Well, I've interviewed Pizzo, I've interacted with him on personal level. He's a very guy with good heart, visionary. People don't understand Pizzo. Pizzo is very passionate. He's a very genuine guy. He's honest. When he's happy, he's happy. When he's angry, he's angry. So sometimes people don't like it, but I like it, just for that. Not only Pizzo, there is Akon who's building his country there, out of what he did in America. Last Born, thank you very much. It was nice doing the show with you this morning. During this lunch hour. And until we meet on Tuesday, and please, people, continue to subscribe so that you get the news as we bring them. And please comment if you want us to improve. Tell us where to improve so that we can give you the best content. Last Born, just give them a big farewell.
Yes. Thank you to the viewers out there. Thanks for tuning in. It was a very good show with a lot of news. We've unpacked on a lot of things, and I hope everyone enjoys tomorrow's game. And see you guys on Tuesday morning. Thank you very much for a lovely show.
By the way, your money tomorrow is on who?
Man City.
All right. Well, I don't know about that one, but my wish is let Pep win, but Liverpool can surprise him. I don't underestimate that Liverpool team. No, remember, my wish is not what I'm thinking is going to happen. I'm saying Liverpool may surprise a lot of people. Thank you.